What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to the collectible guide for Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, you all knew this was coming, honestly, because every single time I play one of these games, I always do a collectible guide for it afterwards. It's sort of like a thing of mine. But yeah, I've spent the past I don't know how many hours working on this. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to collect all 145 of the collectibles. I'm going to show you guys how to collect all 68 of the treasures, the 28 photos, 17 optional conversations, the 11 like Hoysala tokens, and the 21 lock boxes. So yeah, also there are going to be spoilers in this video. You guys, you all pretty much know that at this point, but yeah, this video is a little bit longer than the Last of Us video because there's a lot more areas where you run around in this game, and I really wanted to sort of just show off the area so you know basically like where you're supposed to go and all that. But yeah, basically there are going to be spoilers for this game, so if you haven't played this game, I recommend you go and play this game right now because it's hard to like explain a certain collectible without spoiling that particular part of the game. So yeah, anyways, here we go. Jumping into the prologue here. As soon as you start off, like as you're walking through this marketplace, the first photo can be taken basically right here when you're walking with like this little girl. And yeah, this is on the story path basically. This is like right when you start the game, like immediately when they give control to you, the player. You know, you're gonna get this photo and. The first treasure is actually kind of required. You know, you can't skip this up. It's part of the story. You're going to be walking through here, and she's going to very sneakily, like, pickpocket you and take it from you and all that. And Chloe's going to be like, give it back, please. So, yeah, there's a little bit of dialogue, but that's basically the first treasure right there. And, yeah, I really like Chloe as a character for her own game. Honestly, she's an awesome character. So jumping into chapter 1, when you're making your way through here, these freaking jets are gonna like fly by and bomb the shit out of the city, like freaking Black Hawk Down. And basically, when you're on this rooftop, you want to make your way to the back here, and the second treasure is gonna be sitting on these red barrels. So there it is. Yeah, so, jumping ahead to chapter 2 now, there we go. The second photo basically can be taken, like, right at the beginning of chapter 2, like, after the cutscene, like, right when chapter 2 starts, like, the photo can be taken, like, right there. There's a lot of photos like this in this game where, you take it, like, as soon as the chapter starts, and I like the addition of the photos. I mean, they don't really do anything at all. But, you can see, it's like, you get to see, like, I don't know, you get to see how amazing these environments look, by taking pictures of it. I guess, I don't know if it saves to the main menu. Maybe it does. That'd be cool, like, if it saved to the main menu, like, when you beat the game, like, after collecting all the treasures, if it saves, and you can look at them, like, in the main menu. So you can go back, I guess, and think about when you were playing through that chapter. I guess that's cool and all, but, I like them, so, yeah. Treasures 3 and 4 right there, I just completely talked over those, and I don't even know, I kind of rambled on and wasn't really making too much sense, but what else is new? That's sort of my standard at this point when it comes to commentary. I always have, pretty sloppy commentary in these videos, but, if you guys have been sticking around, if you guys are still watching my videos and you've been watching them, for, like, since I first started YouTube, then you're pretty much, you're probably used to it at this point, but, yeah, man, Jesus. Okay, Treasure 6 is going to be, like, right when you jump down here, in the exact same location. I had to create a cut here. I had to do some really tricky cuts, honestly, in this collectible guide. I had to do some extremely tricky cuts. This was not this collectible guide, I would say, was probably harder to edit than The Last of Us, just because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It was just harder to edit than The Last of Us. It is a little bit longer than The Last of Us, like I said, and I didn't really mean for it to be longer. I mean, I wasn't really aiming for a specific time. I mean, whenever I do a collectible video like this, I always try to get the time of my video to match up with the guide, like the length of the guide that I'm following. And the guide that I'm following, I don't remember the name of the actual YouTube channel. His video was like an hour and like 10 minutes, so mine is like a minute longer. So I mean, I sort of met with his the time of my video matches with his time. So yeah, I wasn't really trying to meet a certain time in this video. I just wanted to show like the areas off before I got the collectibles, because there are a lot of giant open areas and a lot of detours in this game that if you're looking for collectibles, you're probably not going to recognize if you haven't taken that detour before. Like in Chapter 4, like coming up, you're going to see Chapter 4 is like the biggest freaking level in all of like Uncharted. It's a huge level, and there's so many areas to go to. Like there's so many treasures and conversations and just photos and everything in Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is like a good like 20 to 30 minutes of this video. It's freaking long. But anyways, we're in Chapter 3 here. After you get that photo of the flamingos, you want to get back in the Jeep and drive down. And the next treasure is actually going to be right there in the water. Actually, right there. There we go. Ugh, man. Okay. Alright, when you're trying to take like this, when you're wrapping like basically the winch around that thing, you're gonna get attacked by these guys. Just kill them, and then once you kill them, what you're gonna want to do is run in this direction and then jump up here. The guy hanging down right there. And then you're gonna want to throw the grenade and blow that wall up, and the 9th treasure is gonna be right there.
Everything okay up there? Yep, all good.
Alright, and when you actually get it back in the Jeep and you pull the door down, the secret ancient door, you're going to want to go up. This is on the main story path, so this isn't hard to really, it's hard to miss this, I mean, actually this treasure is pretty easy to miss, but this path that we're on is, you have to be on this path because it's part of the story. Basically, when you make it to these 2 waterfalls, you're going to want to get out of the Jeep and go in between the 2 waterfalls, and the treasure is going to be right there. Okay. And then after getting that, you're going to make it out into this giant area with a lot of fight. There's a lot of fighting here, so I chose to speed all this up. Jesus, man! You can't talk fucking blah, 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 blah. But you can't fucking talk for shit! Anyways, when you make it out to this area, there's a lot of fighting here, so I sped this all up. And the first lockbox, like once you're done with all the fighting, the first lockbox is going to be in the back of this truck right here, this enemy truck. And every single time I went into a lockbox, I did like a transition too, because I don't know, just if I would have shown me unlocking every single lockbox, it would have probably made this video like 5 minutes longer. So yeah, that's why I did that. And after you get that lockbox, the 5th photo is going to be right there. Alright, and then after getting that photo, you're basically going to be turning this wheel, and you're going to open the door and let the Jeep in. And once you're done with that, you're going to jump over here, and you're going to drop down to the Jeep, into the Jeep. And you might think that you have to start driving here, but instead what you're going to do is actually get out of the Jeep before you start driving, and the 11th treasure is going to be right there. Alright, so now we are actually moving on to Chapter 4 here, the biggest freaking chapter ever, man. There was so much shit to get in this chapter, like, oh my god. Like I said, like a big chunk of this collectible video is just all in this chapter right here. So basically at the start of this chapter, you're going to look at the map here. As soon as you're done, you want to get out of the Jeep
Bet you could get the lay of the land.
and run up and take this photo right there. Man, I'm tired. Okay,
Lucky you're all
and then
right.
photo number 7, you're going to be
Well, I'm a little surprised
basically
you
like
said
you're gonna want to come to.
over there.
Basically, this is one of the areas you have marked on your map. It's like a like sort of.
Feel like stretching my legs.
Basically, when you go up to the tower earlier on, you're gonna spot 3 fortresses, and then you're gonna spot this place. And when you come here, like Chloe basically marks it on the map. When you come here, you're gonna be able to take a photo right here first off.
You seem excited.
So that's what I'm trying to do, but Nadine is talking.
Looks like there's something in the
So you
structure
take the
there.
photo, and then after that,
Besides monkeys.
looking at the photo, you can go and get the first Hoysala token. And now this is actually the first ever like sort of side quest in like Uncharted games. Like
Let's see.
I would have to say, like yeah, no, this is the first like side quest that has ever been included in an Uncharted game before. I mean, I did all these in the playthrough. I got all 11 of the Hoysala tokens in the playthrough. But I decided to put them in this video anyways because you have to, in order to 100% this game, you have to get all 11 of the Hoysala tokens. So,
Some kind of Hoysala.
the next, literally like the next, like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 minutes is just going to be me getting all the Hoysala tokens. That's how I pronounce it, Hoysala. So now I actually start pulling out my map so you can sort of see where I am on the map because, like I said, this area is huge. It's massive. It's gigantic. But you're gonna the second Hoysala token. You're gonna climb up here, and you're gonna basically pull your gun out, and you're gonna see all these bells down here. You're gonna want to shoot them all, basically to ring them. You're gonna shoot them all like this. And get them to ring, basically. So that one, this one, this one, this one, and then you're going to want to shoot this one. And it's going to unlock the door for you. Ugh. Ugh, excuse me.
Another
There you go, burping again.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide this.
Alright. And, the next Hoysala token, I call it Hoysala. I don't know, I always feel like every single time I say that word, I'm not saying it the right way for some reason. Whatever, that's how I pronounce it, Hoysala. So the next Hoysala token is going to be
Sure, yeah.
just down here, like not even that far away from, it's not even that far away from really that token at all, the one we just got. You're going to come into this area, and there are no enemies here at the moment, you know, so what you're going to want to do is climb up and climb to the top of these ruins right here, and then you're going to want to throw your rope right there, and then do this to get it open.
Hooray for physics.
Alright, and then when you drop down, the token is going to be sitting right there. Now the enemies are going to come in once you get the token, but I decided to cut the fight out because I'm not going to show you guys everything. I mean, that would be like, I don't know. I mean, you gotta realize every single time I do one of these videos, like, I'm editing an entire game down to, like, an hour. Like, with this, it was about 7 hours of footage that I edited down to an hour, which is not the most insane amount of, like, game time ever. I mean, I think The Last of Us was, like, 10 hours that I edited down to an hour. That was, I don't know. The Last of Us took more time to edit than this one did, but this one was trickier to edit because the cuts had to be smoother. And,
It's a little cave over
yeah.
there.
Because, I don't know. There's, like, technically, in my opinion, I think there's more, even though there's only 145 collectibles, I feel like there's more different types of collectibles in this game than The Last of Us. I mean, The Last of Us has Firefly pendants, notes, conversations, jokes, like a couple jokes you hear, and, like,
From me.
that's really it. This game has Hoysala tokens, conversations, photos, treasures, lockboxes. This game has a wider range of collectibles in it than The Last of Us does. So it was trickier to edit this. But yeah, we're on the 5th Hoysala token here. This is where the giant tower is that you... odds are this is going to be like the area you first... Actually, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. My bad. This is... Actually, I don't show the map. I haven't showed the map yet, but I do come back to this location later on in the video. And when I do then, I do show you... Like, when I do come back later on in the video, I do show, like, where this is on the map. Right now, you probably have no idea where this is. But don't worry, later on I'll show you guys where it is, because I have to come back to get that lockbox right there, and one of the photos. But the 5th Hoysala token is up here, and if you know where this is, then, you know, you basically got it. Just follow what I did there, and you'll be able to get it. Now we're going to the location that I was just talking about a couple minutes ago. So basically, this is the location that you're probably going to go to the first time you come, like you get in, like the first time you start Chapter 4, this is going to be the location you come to first. This is where like the giant tower is at. You're going to want to climb up this ruined structure like in the middle of this area. When you come up here, you're basically going to press in this thing.
Alright, let's see what you do.
And it's going to make all these fountains go up. And what you're going to have to do is basically step on every single fountain, you know, in a certain amount of time before the timer runs out, basically. So I sped this up because, I don't know, some things I know when to speed stuff up, honestly. I'm not leaving everything in. Like, if I feel like too much time is being spent on a collectible, then I'll speed it up. So that's Hoysala token number 6. Ugh. And token number 7 is right here on the map. It's actually near one of the fortresses. You're going to be near this giant like elephant statue in the water, and you're going to be able to swim down here and come into this really cool like secret cave here. I always like love areas like this and games like this. I don't know. It'd just be so cool to come across something like this in real life, you know, to like come across a secret cave like this. I mean, if it was abandoned, if there were people in there, or like if there was like wildlife in there, then fuck that, you know, I wouldn't want to go in there. But I mean, I don't know. It would just be cool if I found a hidden cave like that in real life. So basically, Hoysala token number 8 is right here. It's like really like right next to it, like up here. There's a lot of fighting in this area. Once you're done killing all the enemies, you're going to want to grab one of their RPGs and blow this freaking wall pieces. Or you could have used a grenade, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go full-on Michael Bay, and I'm going to use an RPG and just blow the shit out of that thing. So the 8th Hoysala token's right there. And then token number 9 is one that I think I skipped by accident originally, and I had to go back for. It's not too far back, but yeah, basically you're gonna be driving through here, and do I pull out the map? Yeah, I do. This is where it is on the map. And what you're gonna want to do for this one is climb up here, and then like grapple onto that tree branch, and then this tree branch. I'm like slurring my word. Like I can't fucking talk right now. Jesus. But yeah, I think this is like this is technically the first time. I don't think Uncharted 2 ever, or Uncharted 4 ever like made you swing from one branch to another like this game does. Like this game makes you do it a couple times, and it's actually pretty fun. But they never really made you do that in Uncharted 4. I don't know. It's been a while since I've played that game, so I can't really say. So after getting that Hoysala token, the next lockbox is actually going to be over here. I decided to just show this right now because it's literally like right here. And I did not want to go back for this, even though there are a couple of lockboxes already that I'm going to have to go back for. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to add to the number of lockboxes I have to go back for. I'm just going to get this one right here, right now. So there's that one, and I think it has a grenade launcher, right? No, this has just that pistol right there. My favorite special weapon is the silence pistol. I'm so happy that they finally like added like a silenced weapon in on this game, because it's like previously, you know, if you want to be stealthy, you just had to run up and melee guys, but now you can actually have silenced weapons, even though there's only like one in this game to my knowledge. It's just the silenced pistol. It's just awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of fighting in this area of the game right here. Once you're done killing all the enemies, the third lockbox is going to be down in that truck right there. And the Hoysala token, depending on, you know, it really depends. Either the Hoysala token is going to be in this lockbox right here, and if it isn't in the lockbox, then there's literally like one of the breakable walls. There's a breakable wall like right across the way. So if the Hoysala token's not in this lockbox, like it was for me, because that is a possibility, then there's a, like I said, there's a destroyable wall, breakable wall nearby. Do I even show it? I don't know if I do or not. There's a breakable wall where the Hoysala token, that's where it'll be if it's not in the lockbox. So Hoysala token number 11, you're going to be in this area. And again, this is where I am on the map. Basically, you're going to come up here. And this one is like, getting this one requires you to do like this really complicated, I mean, it's not too complicated once you get the idea of it, but it requires you to do this puzzle right here. So I sped this up because honestly, like, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to show me doing all this. Same thing in the playthrough, I decided to just speed it up in the playthrough because I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to show it all in the playthrough. But basically, I sped it up because I still want to show like how to do it if you guys didn't know how to actually do it. So basically, you're going to have this puzzle. Once you're done with it, the door is going to unlock, the gate, and the 11th token is going to be right there. Alright, and then once you get all of the tokens, you can go back to the location where you got the first token, and this is where you unlock the bracelet, the ruby bracelet thing that basically, it lets you know where treasures are at. Like if, you know, there's a treasure nearby, your controller will vibrate and it will start making a noise. So this is really cool. This is honestly like one of my favorite like things about this game, like that they finally added something like this. It's actually called the Queen's Ruby. They finally added something like this because it makes it to where you don't have to watch guides anymore. If you want to collect the collectibles, you don't really have to watch guides anymore. I mean, I still watch the guide, honestly, because I don't have a lot of time nowadays, and I had to get this video up as fast as I could have.
Sorry, guys.
But for those of you who are trying to collect the collectibles and are, you know, don't want to follow a guide, the Queen's Ruby helps you out, and you can use it like once you beat the game and you're going back and playing the game again. You can keep it and, you know, use it basically when you're playing through the game again. You don't have to unlock it again, which is really cool. So optional conversation 1 is right there, and then photo number 8 is right here. And I think it's actually pretty easy to. It's not that hard to tell whenever you can actually take a photo, because every single time you're able to take a photo, there's like these yellow like dragonflies or whatever that'll be like flying around, and you can sort of see like the circle icon before you get there. But yeah, there's another photo right there. Treasure 12 is right there, and then 13 is, you know, right here, and then 14 is right here on top of this, like right next to 12 and 13. And that one is like a knife of some kind. Alright, and after getting that, when you're exiting this area, the fourth oh my god, man, the fourth lockbox is literally right here. And inside this lockbox is the next treasure too, so once you unlock it, treasure 15 is inside. There it is. And then after getting that, you're going to want to run in this direction near this structure, ruined structure, and treasure 16 is going to be up up here, basically. I am not redoing any of this commentary. I've spent too much time, and I want to just get this video done and move on to freaking Ghost Recon, because I've had that game for a good month or two now, and honestly, like, I need to beat it. So yeah, I also have old ass videos that I recorded of it like about a month ago. So I don't know what my commentary is gonna be like. It might be like past tense commentary, where I'm talking about things that, you know, were happening like a month ago. So I'm gonna have to write like in the beginning of the video like, these videos were recorded like a month ago, so I apologize if I'm talking about stuff that you guys have already heard about like 100 times. But yeah, I have to edit like, I think like 2 Ghost Recon parts, and then I can start playing the game. I'm probably gonna marathon through it, honestly, because I need to finish that, and then I want to move on to Jack and Daxter because I have that game too. And then once I do, I'll finally be done with games for now until, I don't know, what's the next game coming out? I think, yeah, Call of Duty is the next game coming out that I'm going to be getting. So Treasure 18 is right there. Now that we've gotten all the Hoysala tokens, we're finally moving on to all the treasures and all that stuff in this area, which is, there's still a lot. So yeah, we're nowhere near done with this area yet. So honestly, I think we've got about 10 to 15 minutes left of this area. So Treasure 19 is right here behind this thing, and I was having trouble getting past it for some reason, but yeah, there it is. And then I think, yeah, this is the next one coming up as an optional conversation. This is when you make it to the Trident Fortress. This is sort of a hard conversation to miss because the game kind of throws it in your face. It's like, hey, look at this. And they don't really force this conversation on you, but it's easy. It's kind of hard to miss it, so yeah. There it is. Okay. Lockbox number 6. When you're actually leaving this area, this fortress, when you're leaving this area, this is what it looks like when you're leaving it and coming back outside. After fighting all the enemies and all that, there's going to be another Jeep parked out here. There's going to be, I think there wasn't any Jeeps, I don't think, before, but there's going to be a Jeep parked out here with the 6th lockbox right there. Alright. And that has a grenade launcher. I don't know why, I just don't like to use the grenade launchers in this game, unless I'm fighting like a really freaking like heavy armor dude. So coming down this stream right here, this is basically down the way from where we just were. You come into this waterfall, and the 20th treasure is going to be right there. And I pull out my map like afterwards, so you guys can see where I am, because there's another treasure literally like right nearby.
Where were we?
That we're going to get right now.
Oh,
So,
people have low expectations. It's much
treasure 21, you just want to basically back up, like do a U-turn in this tight-ass cave, and then go back the way you came. But when you come out on this stream right here, you just want to drop down this waterfall right here, and the treasure is going to be right up here. There it is. So the next photo can be gotten a little bit down the way, basically all the way down the stream. You're going to make it here, and this is where I am on the map. Again, the photo can be taken right here, and this is one of the more beautiful photos, I think, of the game, honestly. Alright. And then immediately after getting that, the next treasure can be gotten down, like you just go down this way, and it's right down, it's down this way, basically. Man, I am really tired. Ugh.
Back in a second. Go on then.
What the fuck? Okay, I thought I heard something right now, whatever. But yeah, treasure 22 is right there. I have no idea what that is, honestly. And, yeah, after collecting that, you're going to make your way down here, and treasure 23 is right here. So basically, you're going to hop out of your Jeep, and it's going to be right there. Okay. Alright, and I apologize if you guys hear anything in the background. It's my dad. He's literally like working in the other room right now. So this is the area that I came back to this area. So there we are. That's where that area is on the map. But basically, I came back here, like I said earlier, because I needed to get the lockbox and the photo here that I missed the first time. When I was getting the Hoysala tokens, I was just sort of focusing on getting the tokens. I wasn't really focusing on getting the lockboxes. I should have gotten this one, though. I don't know what I was thinking. But the 7th lockbox is right here. What the hell? I think it's raining outside right now. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's actually raining outside right now. What the hell? That is so weird. Oh my god. Because it's like freaking 100 degrees out here every day, and now it's raining out of nowhere. That's kind of hilarious. Anyways, back of this like giant elephant statue, the 11th photo can be taken right here. Here. Oh my god, that kind of surprised me, and I'm kind of like happy at the same time that it's raining because I want to go outside now, but I gotta sit through the rest of this. Damn it! All right, photo 12 is gonna be, you're basically gonna hop back in your Jeep, and you're gonna drive up this way, and up here, and this, you kind of have to go a little bit out of the way for this one, but basically, once you make it all the way up here, you're gonna eventually, do I jump out of the Jeep? When am I gonna jump out of the Jeep? Right, okay, there we go. Jump out of the Jeep, and the photo can be taken right here. Man, that makes me so happy that it's raining right now. Okay, and the next lockbox can be taken, literally, like, this isn't even that far away from where we just were. You come up here, and the 8th lockbox is going to be in here. We were in this area, you know, earlier before, too. I think this was Hoysala token 7 or 8, but the 8th lockbox is right there, and then the 24th treasure is inside of the lockbox, so there it is. And there's some binoculars, and after getting that treasure, you're going to be driving down this bridge right here, which isn't too far away, so that's where I am on the map. And the 9th lockbox is going to be right here, right up here next to this Jeep, or no, this truck, or whatever. So there it is. And then as soon as you get that lockbox, the next optional conversation can be triggered here as well by looking up at looking at the symbol again, because this is like the second fortress, the Parashurama, the bow, basically. So this is another one that's kind of hard to miss. But yeah, eventually the dialogue bubble is going to pop up. Anytime now. Anytime. There we go. So, yeah, after that, when you actually make your way into the fortress, there's a lot of fighting in this area up here, but basically you're going to be fighting a lot of enemies here. You're going to want to... I have the lock-on feature because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to... Like, I've already played this game once, and I'm trying to get collectibles, so I'd rather just kill the enemies, like, really freaking fast. So anyways... The next lockbox is like right down here, and as I was collecting the lockbox, this guy with the shotgun like almost freaking killed me. So that was crazy. But yeah, I put the lock-on feature on because I was like, you know what? I want to just get through these combat sections honestly because I like this game, I like it a lot. But When you're trying to get every single collectible, it just is tedious, and it's like, ugh. So yeah, the 25th treasure is right there underneath this like bridge, made out of like I don't know what that. I don't think that was a stone bridge. I think it was made out of like branches and wood and shit, which is pretty cool. Probably isn't very sturdy though. So the 26th treasure is a little bit ahead. You're gonna want to hop out of your Jeep again, come up these stairs, and go this way, and the treasure is right there. Okay. And I keep looking at the thing here because I was noticing that there were certain gaps in the treasure, like the thing showing me how many treasures I had collected. There were certain ones that I had missing, but that's just because the order that this guide like had me getting these in was kind of not in like chronological order. So by the time you're done with this chapter, you will have all of the collectibles. Don't worry about it. So treasure number 27 is in this area, this really like pretty area of all these red trees. And then I think there's a photo coming up. Yep, photo 13 is right here next to this waterfall. Okay.
Take a look around. Do what you have to do.
The map for reference there once again. And there it is. Alright, and then treasure number 28 is going to be up here. I think this is where the 11th Hoysla token was at. Yep, I could have gotten this one, but I honestly didn't even know this one was here. It's like to the right of where the Hoysla token is at. You're going to come up here, and it's going to be right there. I had no idea that treasure was there. But hey, this is my second time playing through this game, so you can't fault me for that. Alright, over here you're going to find another one of Asav's like trucks. You're going to get out of your Jeep, and the 12th lockbox is going to be in the back of the Jeep, or the truck. And inside the lockbox is the next treasure too, treasure number 29. So, there we go. And then after getting that treasure number 30, you basically just want to get back in your Jeep and drive down in this, like, cave, or, like, tunnel. More of a tunnel because, there's, like, there's a, entrance and an exit, so it's more of a tunnel than a cave. But basically, the 30th treasure is right there, and then optional conversation number 4. Man, I can't believe we're only at optional conversation 4. Damn. Is going to be in the 3rd fortress right here. So, yeah, you basically again just look up at the symbol here. That's Shiva's axe, and you can trigger it once the bubble pops up.
He was the god of destruction, right? Yes, but maybe not in the way you're thinking.
There we go. There's the bubble. And after that, when you're in this area with these puzzles where you have to like jump on these tiles in a certain like pattern, basically this is the pattern you're supposed to go. This is the first one of these out of 3. Once you're done with this, you're basically gonna wanna go the way you're supposed to go, and as you're like coming up this path right here outside, you should be able to take the 14th photo right here. Alright, so that's all of Chapter 4. Moving on to Chapter 5, finally. Starting off here, we have an optional conversation. You basically jump down here. This is like right in the beginning of Chapter 5. This area is like very hard to miss. It's like on the beaten path, so basically you're going to have to let Nadine talk for a little bit, and then you'll be able to trigger it. And then after this optional conversation, once it's finished, I think I do like a cross dissolve here. Yep, the next treasure is down here, basically. And I love how green everything is. I love these freaking tropical environments so much. They're so pretty. Alright. Moving on. After getting that, you're going to be swinging here. And this is just a little bit ahead. You're going to jump this way. And you're going to come up to the left. And the next photo can be taken up here near this waterfall. And then after getting that, the next treasure is literally like right nearby. So you're gonna run this way and jump over here. I don't know why I keep saying here like here. Oh my god, bro. Whatever. This commentary I just feel so sloppy. Whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. Honestly. Well, you acting like this is freaking public speaking, like this is speech class. No, this is your YouTube video, man. Now I'm talking to myself. That's a sign that I'm going crazy doing these freaking collectible videos, you guys. I swear. Honestly, I think the most annoying part about these collectible videos is putting all these freaking captions in. It just takes forever. But at least I can listen to my music as I do that. So, photo 16 is right there. Optional conversation 7. You're going to drop down here, and this is where you're supposed to go. Again, this is very hard to miss. You're going to look at this, and you're going to have a conversation with Nadine about trebuchets and catapults and all of that, which is kind of a funny conversation. And here you're going to be rappelling down here. This is where you're supposed to go. You're going to drop down here and jump down this way, and the 33rd treasure is going to be right there. Alright, and then after getting that, the next photo can be acquired right here of these statues fighting, or whatever the hell they're doing. Alright, in treasure 34, you're going to be coming through here. Again, this is on the story path, so it's very hard to miss. And it's going to be right here in this rubble. There are all these fallen, like, soldiers. I don't even know what those are. Alright, and literally, like, right in that same area, there's, like, a door you unlock here. And once you unlock it, the next optional conversation can be triggered. So now we're actually starting to get more optional conversations. You know, there isn't a whole lot of them in Chapter 4. That's why I was sort of like, what? We're only on conversation number 4. But anyways, after getting that, you're going to jump down here, and you're going to be landing on all these corpses. And, once that little cinematic is over, you're going to run down this way, and the 35th treasure is right here. Again, I don't even know what that is, but whatever. Okay. When you're in this like action sequence where you're running away from this technical, you're gonna fall down here, and basically once that crazy like action set piece is over, you just want to go to the right, and at the end of this room is going to be the 36th treasure right there, near the skeleton that I didn't even notice until now. What the fuck? Man, that's crazy. Alright. Optional conversation number 9, you're going to be coming up here. This is on the main story path. You're going to be talking with Nadine about Asav and how unassuming he is. And eventually the dialogue bubble is going to pop up. Eventually. Hurry up and pop up, dialogue bubble. God. I'm waiting. There we go. Okay, in photo number 18, this is like right at the end of chapter 5. You're going to see that wheel right there. Instead of going there, what you're going to want to do is come down here and take a little bit of a detour. And basically you can take like one last photo of this area before you move on. And yeah, it's a beautiful area. Alright, so we're on to chapter 6 now. So you're going to be sliding down here, and you're going to, this Jeep is almost going to spot you, this technical here. After that cinematic is over, you're going to want to kill all of the enemies in this area. So I wanted to show that cutscene first, like in normal speed, and then I decided to speed this up because I was fighting these guys for quite a while. But there's 2 lockboxes in this area, so you're gonna be fighting these guys, and basically once you kill all of them, the 13th lockbox is gonna be sort of in the back here of the area. It's not that hard to find it, honestly. I know I probably didn't do a too amazing job showing this area off, but it really isn't that hard to find this thing, this lockbox. So get the RPG and blow the shit out of that thing. And then after getting that, the next lockbox is going to be down this way, so just follow where I go here and you'll find it. Yeah, this area is not too big, but the 14th lockbox is right there. So, there we go. You can get the RPG and blow the shit out of this Jeep, or this technical. Why do I keep saying Jeep? Man. Alright, so when you're making your way down here, Nadine is like pissed off at you right now, and this is a little bit ahead of where we just were. You're going to come down this way, and near these like chalices is going to be the 37th treasure, which I don't even know what the hell that thing is.
Looks like a stepwise.
And then after that, you're going to come through here, and you're going to be like, there's going to be like a swarm of bats that fly at you out of nowhere. Cheap ass jump scare. And then when you make your way through here, you're going to come up to the right, and you see the Queen's Ruby is freaking out right now. The 38th treasure is right there. Alright. And then after the whole like cutscene where you're like with Nadine like on the elephant, and you reunite the elephant and with his family and all that, you're gonna be able to take a picture of the elephants. So you come over here and you pull your phone out, but then Nadine's gonna be like, "Here, I'll do it," like, and she's like, "I'll do it. Just hold your hand out," and she makes it look like you're petting the elephant, which is pretty cool. Creates like, I love when people make photos, like it's sort of like when people make photos like that are like kind of like optical illusions. Like this photo is kind of like an optical illusion a little bit if you look at it. Yeah, it looks like she's actually petting the elephant. Alright, so after that, the 39th treasure is down this way. And there's a lot of stuff in this area. You're going to notice I didn't really cut a whole lot. I just sort of left a lot of this in because, you know, there's a lot of stuff crammed in this specific part of the game. So optional conversation 10 is going to be right there. Or right here. And after having this optional conversation, the next lockbox is literally like right up this way. So you come up these stairs, and the lockbox is going to be right there.
Nice of Asav to leave some supplies for us.
Alright, and then after getting that,
Good call.
I think there's a arrowhead. I don't know, whatever. I wonder if you can actually use these guns in the multiplayer. This game actually takes the multiplayer from, you can play the multiplayer from Uncharted 4 in this game now too, and I actually really like the multiplayer in Uncharted 4. I feel like it's very underrated personally. Like, people don't talk about it a whole lot because when people talk about multiplayer, they're always talking about fucking Call of Duty and Battlefield and all that. People never talk about games like this, like third-person games. Like, I feel like the multiplayer in Uncharted 4 is actually pretty fun, and I had like my fair share of videos just playing multiplayer matches, and I really enjoyed it. And one day I would like to go back. I've never tried out multiplayer in The Last of Us, though. I kind of want to someday, like, try out multiplayer in The Last of Us to see how it is. I imagine it'd be sort of like it is in Uncharted, because that game is structured a little bit like Uncharted. I mean, they're both third-person games, so yeah. I don't know. I'm wondering if these guns that you unlock in this game, like the arrowhead and all that, can be used in the multiplayer. If they can, then that'd be cool. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to go back to the multiplayer one day and start having multiplayer matches of this game again, because I really enjoy it. It's hard. I mean, it's all about teamwork, honestly, if I remember correctly. Like, games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, you're just sort of running and gunning, you know. I mean, Battlefield, not as much. Battlefield, you can work more with your squad and all of that. But Call of Duty is way more just like running and gunning. This game is this game's multiplayer is just all about teamwork, and that's what I love about it. So, Anyways, I got really off topic here, but hey, it passed the time, so the 16th lockbox is right there. And a little bit ahead, you're going to be climbing up this way, and there's going to be, you're going to be like closer to the structure. And jump down here, and you're going to come through this like passageway. And treasure number 42 is basically going to be
Yours hidden from the world.
over here. I don't know what I was doing there. I was being kind of a jackass. Alright. And there it is. How much time I got left? We got 21 minutes left. This feels so long for some reason. I'm trying to keep the commentary interesting and funny and actually not really. It's not really funny, but whatever. I guess me constantly making fun of myself and talking about how shitty my commentary is funny, but whatever. Treasure 43 is right there, and immediately after getting that, there's a little bit of a cross dissolve right there because I was standing around for like 5 minutes. You're going to come up this way,
In here, Nadine.
and this is where you're supposed to go, so it's not even hard to find this location. When you jump down here, it's kind of easy to miss this treasure. It's right here in the corner. If you're not paying attention. Especially if you don't have the Queen's Ruby, it'd be hard to find that thing.
It's a big city.
Alright, so after getting that,
Another way.
you're going to want to swim down here. Man, I'm getting a headache right now. I don't know why. Damn. Alright. So treasure number 45 is going to be down here in this corner. There it is. And I don't even know what that is, so I'm not even going to take a guess, honestly.
Coming.
But the next photo can be gotten right here. And I remember, like,
Huh, look there.
way back, and like the last photo of, like, when I was editing this video an hour ago, the last photo in chapter 4, I think it was, I made a typo error, so I had to go back and correct all of these captions, and that was a pain in the ass. So I'm actually sort of looking out for typo errors right now as typo errors, not typo arrows. See, I can correct myself sometimes. Sometimes I say shit and I forget to correct myself, and I go back and watch the videos and I'm like, did I really just say that? Like, I was watching one of my videos of like The Last of Us, one of my playthrough videos, and I made like a comment because I think like there's a part in the game like earlier on where like Joel and Tess are like talking with each other, and I meant to say Joel and Tess wanna fuck, but what I said by accident, and I didn't even realize it, is I said, man, Joel and Ellie are gonna wanna fuck, and I was like, when I was watching the video back, I was like, did I really just say that? Like, oh my god. And I didn't correct myself, but whatever. And what makes it even more funny is I edit my video, so I didn't fucking catch that shit when I was editing the video. I don't know. Whenever I edit videos, I usually do it like late at night.
Come on.
I don't even know why. I should do it when I'm like more awake, but honestly, like late at night when I'm not doing anything is like the perfect time to just edit a video, honestly. When I should be doing homework. But anyways, yeah, I made a mistake with the captions, and I had to edit through all these captions all the way up to pretty much the end of this video, which was a pain in the ass. I think I labeled one of the photos as a treasure, so therefore I had to go back and recaption all the photos and all the treasures. So I'm looking out for typo errors right now, just to make sure I didn't make any while I was going back and correcting them. But yeah, treasure number 49.
Okay.
I almost died, almost drowned there, which is kind of crazy. Treasure number 49 is going to be over here. And there it is. Okay, and then after getting that, literally, I think I do another cross dissolve here, but it actually looked really good. It's one of those transitions that looked really freaking, like, you couldn't even tell that there was a transition there, even if you were, I don't know, paying attention. I guess you could if you were really paying attention, but whatever. I'm not trying to show off, I'm just saying that that cross dissolve worked out a lot better than some of the others. So basically, you're going to drop down here, like, because the thing's going to break. But you're going to come up this way, and photo 24 is going to be up here. And this is like you're going to take this photo, and Nadine is going to, like, push you off, but I decided to cut that out because, again, time management. Anyways, when you're gonna swing over here, this thing, and the next photo can be taken right here. And then after that, the next treasure 50 out of 68 is gonna be right here in the corner. Treasure 50, man, we're getting up there, we're getting close to the end of this. That's a like statuette thing, it looks like a bird. Alright, when you're coming through here, basically when you make it through this area, when you make through like this tight like area, you're gonna come out here into this giant area, this statue, and this is sort of like a thing with all Uncharted games. There always has to be like a freaking giant room with a giant statue and a freaking giant puzzle. But basically, photo 26 is in this area, and there's a lot of collectibles in this area too. Well, not a lot, but there's a good amount of collectibles. So after getting that, treasure 51 can be acquired in here. You basically have to go on underwater for this one again. There's a lot of underwater treasures in this game too. I don't even know, like, I think there was like only one treasure in Uncharted 4 that was like underwater. You didn't really swim that much in Uncharted 4 though. I don't know. I kind of want to go back and play Uncharted 4 to be honest. Now, talking about it, but I don't even know, man. I don't even know about anything. Alright, so after getting that, you're gonna come in here, and the next treasure is gonna be right there. And after getting that, which is like a dagger of some kind, you're gonna come down this way, and treasure 53. I was kind of looking around for this one, but it was like, where is it? Where is it? I was kind of panicking a bit, but it's actually like right here in the corner. There it is. And then after getting that one, just go where I go, and you'll be able to get all the treasures in this area. The next treasure is down here, and you're gonna climb up this way, and then climb up here to the right, and the treasure is gonna be up here, right there.
Wait, not this way.
Alright, the next optional conversation can be triggered a little ways ahead when you're spinning this wheel right here. It's going to turn this right hand, and you'll be able to trigger the optional conversation with Nadine once you're done. Come on, when is the bubble going to pop up? There we go.
A king of the Nagas.
Okay, and after having that conversation, you're basically going to jump down on top of the hand here. And then come up this way,
There's got to be more to this. Just need to figure out what it
over here.
Coming? I'm going to search the other side. Okay.
Ugh, man. Almost done, almost done. Okay, and then you're going to come down here, and the treasure's going to be down here. And this, like, balcony. It looks kind of like a balcony, honestly. I don't know. Like, these ruin areas just really intrigue me. So after getting that, you're going to want to come up this way. You're going to go past this wheel thing right here. And the treasure is going to be up here and down all the way to the right near these bushes. Okay. This is the left side of the room. Or actually, this is the left side of the room. So now when you're on the right side of the room, or the other side of the room, there's going to be another wheel right here. You're going to want to jump down and go all the way down, and the treasure is going to be right here. So there's that. And when you're doing this like light puzzle where you have to reflect the light and all that, you're going to be turning this thing, and Nadine and Chloe are going to be talking for a little while here. It's not too long, but they're going to be talking for a little bit, and eventually the next conversation can be triggered. When is the bubble going to pop up? Hurry up. Hurry up. Conversation bubble. Pop up already. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And then after that, this optional conversation, once this optional conversation is done, you can what you're gonna want to do is actually swing across here, and the next photo can be taken right here. This is photo number 27. You're gonna grab this mirror, and then Nadine's gonna be like, "No, I got it," and she's gonna grab it.
I've got an idea.
Speaking of which, where the hell did she come from? She was like to my left a second ago, and all of a sudden she comes from the right side. That was really weird.
Hang on.
I didn't even notice that until now.
Yeah.
So she's actually gonna take kind of a long time lifting this up, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna torture my subscribers and just show all this. But yeah, she's gonna lift it up. There's gonna be a little bit of dialogue, and basically,
This thing's heavy.
as soon as the dialogue is over, you can take a picture of her.
Really?
Alright, moving on to Chapter 8 right now. Right at the beginning of Chapter 8, the next conversation can literally be triggered like right there between Sam and Chloe. And then after having this conversation, basically, as soon as you're done talking, because you can't climb or run or anything while you're like talking, the next treasure is going to be literally like right off here to the side. I don't even know what that is. It looks kind of like a thing. Okay, so when you're coming down here, there's going to be like this wooden plank you're going to walk on as sort of like a bridge. Then you're going to climb up this way, and there's going to be like water, and the helicopter's going to fly by. You're going to want to basically dive down, and the treasure's going to be hidden down here. Again, another underwater treasure. That's like a teacup. Not a teacup. Whatever. A thing. You got the thing. Oh my god. I need to stop copying other YouTubers, seriously. It's like someone's gonna freaking sue me, man. Like H3H3 or whatever. But he didn't get sued for that, I don't think. Or he never got sued actually, but he had a lawsuit against him, I think, for I don't know, speaking. I think he was. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna get into other YouTuber drama right now when I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Just stick with the content, man. Alright, so you're gonna swing over here, and treasure 61 is gonna be down this way. Hidden behind this rock. These rocks, and immediately after getting this treasure, the next optional conversation can be triggered with Nadine as she runs up.
Hey, thanks for not murdering Sam, by the way.
Alright, and then when you're helping Sam out here, he's almost gonna like fall to his death. He's basically gonna face plant in the mud there.
That was close.
And after getting that, the next optional conversation can be triggered with Sam.
You know, I feel so much safer.
And it's raining again. It actually stopped raining for a little bit, and now it's raining again. That's so weird. And there's like a fire going on right now, too. Literally, like, where I live in California, there's like a ton of fucking brush fires here constantly. It's like the norm for us. There's like a 6,000 to 7,000 acre fire right now. That hopefully this rain helps put out. I don't know. And now it's like pouring outside. Holy shit. So the next treasure is like right down this way. And the final optional conversation is in this area. This is the first area in like Chapter 8 where you got like combat going on. Once you kill all the enemies, you can have an optional conversation with what's her face, Nadine. I forgot her name for a second.
Maybe not.
So
Let's see.
there we go. And then the final photo is going to be, you're going to be sliding down here basically. And this is on the story path, so it's impossible to miss this one.
Really necessary.
This is the final photo, photo 28 of 28.
Really to the rail yard.
And Chloe's going to basically just take a picture of the train. And then treasure number 63, you're going to be climbing up here. And it's really pouring outside now. Holy crap.
Are you all right down there? Yeah, it's fine.
So
Just
treasure's going to be, you're going to basically be climbing over here. And I would never be able to hold on like this, man. I'd fucking fall to my death. Like, Jesus. Fuck that. I mean, I go to the gym and shit, but I don't really consider myself to be in shape enough to freaking climb on rocks like this. Anyways, treasure number 63 is going to be right there.
Okay, come on up.
Yeah. And then after getting that one, there's going to be this part where Sam is going to push this crate down, and he's actually going to help you up. When he does, the 64th treasure is going to be up here, basically. This is where he came from. It's going to be right down here. And man, it is really fucking pouring rain outside right now. Holy shit. Jesus. That is so awesome. That's crazy and awesome. Alright, so you guys can actually probably hear it now. Alright, so now you're going to be coming through here. And you're going to swing your rope and you're going to drop down to the secret location. And you're going to collect this treasure. And if you actually inspect this treasure and look at it, it's actually a Easter egg. It's the like magic skull thing from the Left Behind DLC in The Last of Us, which is really cool. You get a trophy for looking at it too. So the last 4 lockboxes are in this area right here, where you have to like fight this helicopter. The first one is over here. Get a silenced pistol, shoot that guy, shoot this guy. You gotta make sure you don't get spotted as you're opening these up. So there it is. Alright. And lockbox number 18 is going to be right down here. Literally, there's like 4 lockboxes in this one location. There's a fuck ton of them. Just the rest of them are here. The lockbox is going to be right there. Man, I can't believe it's raining. For real though, like it's pouring outside right now. And I think there's thunder too. It's so weird for there to be freaking weather like this. Oh my god, that is so crazy. What the fuck? Holy shit. The water is like going down my freaking gutter right now. Okay, so after getting that, you're gonna come down this way. And lockbox 20 is gonna be right here. Then lockbox 21 is going to be in the back of this truck. So that's all of the lockboxes in this this game. So now we just have 3 treasures left. So when you get into this is basically like the chapter 9 here, when Nadine helps you up onto this train. You're going to be split up from Sam again. And
Didn't know you cared.
as soon as you are like have control, you're gonna want to come outside and climb up to the top of this train car right here.
Right, that's our next
And the treasure is literally gonna be right there. Okay, and then immediately after that, I created like a cross dissolve here. You're gonna keep going, and you're gonna want to come down here. And treasure 67 is going to be in this area.
Let's try
right
the other side.
down here.
Whoa, easy now.
And it's gonna be up here on top of this thing. Man, this weather is kind of freaking me out a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it's so loud right now. It's like there's gonna be like a freaking tornado or something. Okay, so treasure 68, the final treasure. You're gonna be in this area. You're gonna shoot that train car down. It's a lot like Uncharted 2, and you're gonna have to basically bail out of this vehicle because it is done. Once you are back on the train, you're gonna want to run down here this way, and treasure number 68 is gonna be down here to the left. So that's all the collectibles in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys enjoyed this, please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next playthrough. Peace.